Unscrew this clamp that holds the air intake hose on. Disconnect this. Undo these clamps, pull this out. And on the passenger side of the engine, right in the front below the distributor, is the starter motor. And we tested it, we tapped it, and then the car started up. So we know it's bad. It's going bad. Make sure you disconnect the battery as well before you mess with this thing. Then we're going to take the battery out of the car. This is a 2001 Honda Accord. And to remove the battery, you need a 10mm socket to loosen up these nuts that hold this bracket on for the battery. And we have to remove the battery tray. And this one here you remove is 10mm, but the other two are 12mm. These two here are 12mm. So remove these. Underneath the battery tray, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's another bolt that you have to remove. You get that bolt out on the bottom of the battery tray, you have to pull it this way, then you can finally get it out of here. You have to disconnect this hose. Just do it right here. See, it pops right out. Carefully pull this out around the AC lines. Just set it there, it's fine. Now we can get easier access to the starter. Here's the starter motor. There's a bolt right there. It's 14mm. You're going to take it out with your socket. There's another bolt there on the left side. It's hard to get to. You have to use a swivel socket to get it out. And you have this bracket here for the radiator hose that attaches to the starter as well. And you got this wire here that goes to the starter motor. And also this one. You just loosen up the nut that holds this. Put the starter in like that. Move this nut. Put this wire back on there. The starter is not exactly the same as the original because you see here, there's nowhere to hook up this bracket to. You got two bolts here. The longer one goes on the left side of the starter towards the inside of the car. So this one, the longer one goes here. The shorter one goes on this side over here by this part. This one's easier to put in. You might have to jiggle the starter motor to get the thread started. And you want to do this on both of them. There we go. Do this on both of them before you snug them up. And then once these are secured to the engine, then you can tighten up the nut on the wire. And you also have this little wire here that hooks right here. I got this on a socket extension to get it in there. Might have to play with the motor a little bit and try to turn this. You could have somebody help you too. Get it in there. Then when you get in there, you got to get your swivel socket out. You're gonna have to put the swivel socket on the bolt first and then attach the socket wrench to it. See, you got it attached there now. Turn this by hand and then you can attach your socket wrench afterwards to snug it up. Finish tightening up this other bolt. The nut for the new starter wire is 13 millimeters. I believe the old one was 12. So now we can snug this up now that the motor is secured to the engine. Don't make it too tight because it's plastic. That's good enough. Next, you're going to reinstall the battery tray. Like I showed you how to take it apart earlier, you're just going to reverse that to put it back in.